What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I've got another NIO update for you guys in this one. This one's a really important one, especially after their lackluster earnings here. We're not only going to talk a little bit about NIO's earnings report, what we need to see out of them going forward, but really kind of a way to view the market here in a slightly different way. I think especially since a lot of people have been spoiled from all of the gains, not only just in Chinese stocks over the last couple of months here, but also the entire market. I think a lot of people expect stocks just to go vertical, and when you have a company struggling such as NIO, well, you really need to see a strong fundamental turnaround in order for the stock to really get any sort of long-term momentum here. So we're going to go over those things there, and we're also going to cover exactly what I want to see out of NIO going forward in order for me to continue holding this position here. I'll tell you guys right now, this is not one that I would continue buying in the present, but if they start to turn things around a little bit over the next couple of quarters, which hopefully they can, maybe that would be something I would consider in the future. But guys, again, this is an important one. If you guys do enjoy the information and analysis that I provide for you guys in these videos here, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot in spreading this information out to as many people who actually want to learn. And if you guys never want to miss another video like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another one of these videos right as they go live. Now, guys, there's an old saying in markets where you don't bet on the horse, you bet on the jockey. And that has to do with management. And if you've seen really anything that's been going on with NIO's management over the years, it's really just been a series and a sequence of unkept promises, overhype and under-deliver with this company has kind of been their main theme. And what we need to see really is not only them hopefully following through on their promises this time to make the business more efficient, which we're going to be talking about at some point in this video here, but also they probably need to make some management changes. When we come over here and take a look at a good example of new management, it always comes to mind the situation with Chipotle and Brian Niccol and how he's now over at Starbucks. So how the CEO who saved Chipotle could turn around struggling Starbucks. When Brian Niccol became chief executive of Chipotle Mexican Grill in early 2018, he took the reins of the burrito chain struggling to win back customers after a string of poorly handled food safety incidents. Quick side note, I love Chipotle so much that I just continued eating Chipotle through that entire period. So you got a lifelong customer in me, guys. As long as I don't get sick, then we're good. A sloppy quality control system, a lack of new dishes to entice diners. Just a few years later, Chipotle annual sales have doubled to almost $10 billion, with growth and profit continuing to outpace rivals this year. Starbucks, whose board on Tuesday announced the ouster of CEO Laxman Narasimhan, and his replacement by Niccol, is clearly hoping he'll work the same kind of magic to revitalize the struggling coffee chain, and Wall Street seems to think he will. Starbucks shares rose 20% on the news in morning trading, while Chipotle stock dipped 11%. This is something that NIO at this point has to consider doing. Getting out bad management, bringing in new individuals that have a different vision that can turn this company around. So this is something, guys, that you have to think about and something that I'm going to be watching out for over the next couple of quarters here and maybe the next year. I mean, we do have William Lee, founder and CEO. Maybe it's him, maybe it's other people on the management staff there, but something needs to change in order for this company to be able to meet the goals and the guidance that it is setting out for everybody every single year. Now, remember, vehicle sales growth is great. Profits going up is great. Getting into these new mass markets is really good, but if they are going to continue losing money significantly, that is not something that you want to see. Now, when you come over here, some of the comments from the actual earnings call here, NIO Inc. still targets doubling sales in 2025. Now, while this is a great target and a great goal to have, this would require them at this point throughout the rest of the year hitting about 40 to 45,000 vehicle deliveries every single month, which I think is a little bit too lofty here. Unless they can get Onvo to really turn it around here. Onvo has been struggling in really kind of their supply chain side and their production side to really deliver these vehicles to customers. And with the launch of Firefly, maybe they're able to hit these delivery goals. But again, with right now, I would take everything that this management in this company is saying with a grain of salt. Now, I don't want to talk too negatively about NIO and say that, oh my God, they have to completely change everything. And again, there is definitely room for improvement and they need to get these costs under control and their spending under control here. But there is kind of some signs that they can actually turn this around. When we come over here and we look at their quarterly deliveries, they are significantly moving to the upside. And when you look at their gross margin, the fact that that is expanding is a good thing to see, because again, it would be a completely different scenario if deliveries were just completely dropping through the floor, margin was compressing, and you saw the net loss being actually much bigger than it actually is. When you see a situation like this where, okay, deliveries are moving up, you are seeing margins starting to move up as well, which is a good thing. Has it moved up enough yet? Absolutely not. There is some room for improvement. Now, whether that be in the form of changing management to really change the course here, we will see. I think that would be a very good thing for NIO at this point right now. But when we come over here and take a look at exactly how they're going to accomplish this, again, they've said this, they've reiterated this. Looking ahead to 2025, we will sharpen our focus on enhancing profitability by driving cost reductions through technological advancements, optimizing operational efficiency, and accelerating scalable growth. This is something that should be the main focus of NIO in the present, because when you look over here, vehicle sales is up 18.2% from 2023 to 2024. Vehicle margin is up 280 basis points from 9.5% to 12.5%. Gross margin from 2023 was 5.5%. Now in 2024, it was 9.9%. So a lot of these are moving in the right direction here. And I want to make that clear. NIO, in some cases, is moving things towards the right direction. But when we take a look at some of their spending, which we are going to take a look at in a second, they need to get these costs under control. And again, like I said earlier, their cost control and their operational efficiency needs to be their absolute main focus. Now, I want to talk briefly here a little bit more about some of the CEO and CFO comments. In 2024, we achieved a new delivery record of 221,970 vehicles. Throughout the year, NIO brand maintained its position as the leader in China's BEV market for vehicles priced under RMB 300,000, capturing a 40% market share. The market share of the Onvo L60 have been steadily increasing since its launch, securing a top 3 position in China's BEV SUV market priced between 200,000 and 300,000 RMB, said William Bin Li, founder, chairman, and CEO of NIO. This year marks the beginning of a new product cycle for our top 3 brands. NIO will further solidify its premium positioning by introducing more technology and experience-driven products. Onvo brand, targeting the mainstream market, will concentrate on increasing its sales volume and enriching its product portfolio. Firefly model will be officially launched and begin deliveries in April, serving as a key driver for our future international expansion. Additionally, we are continuously advancing our assisted and intelligent driving capabilities and have made breakthroughs in our NIO World Model architecture, which will be gradually rolled out to cover all driving scenarios. And again, in the fourth quarter of 2024, despite the Onvo L60 being in its early production phase, our vehicle gross margin reached 13.1%. The sustained expansion of after-sales services and their profitability, along with the growth in provision of technical services, contributed to a positive quarterly gross profit in our other sales. And then it just moves on to the comments that we talked about earlier. But the problem is NIO is really burning a lot of cash here, ladies and gentlemen. And it is possible that they will have to do some offerings or get some financing in some creative ways here, but they have said, based on our going concern and liquidity assessment, which considers our business plan, including revenue growth, working capital management, and the ability to raise funds from banks under available credit quotas when needed, we believe that our financial resources, including our available cash and cash equivalents, restricted cash, and short-term investments, cash generated from operating activities, and funds from available credit quotas will be sufficient to support our continuous operations in the ordinary course of business over the next 12 months. That's not necessarily the best thing that you want to hear, that they're talking about this going concern of liquidity with the company there. But again, they do have to say this. And again, the main thing that is going to drive them forward is increasing vehicle sales and increasing their gross margin. That is the main thing. And in order to do that, they have to control costs. I also briefly, before we wrap up, guys, I do want to talk a little bit about the chart of NIO here and what we're seeing, because Again, nothing has really changed on that side of my three-pillar approach to adding some of these new positions here, even though, again, NEO is the riskiest one that I have looked at and put some capital into over the last couple of years here. If you guys have heard me say it before, I mean, my average on this is $4.54. We're currently trading at about $4.53. So down a penny for those 4,000 shares. It's really not that big of a deal to me. It was nice to see the price all the way up here. But again, I'm really looking at this and NEO to potentially turn their entire business around here and really get towards a more efficient business moving forward. That's what I'm looking for out of this company, and that is why it is priced the way that it is in the market versus a lot of these other electric vehicle companies, namely one like XPeng. And again, this area down here, I would still think that this area between 420 in 360 here is going to continue to serve as a strong area of support. But again, I think I said this earlier in the video, this is not one that I'm looking to add more to right now. In order for me to want to add more to NEO here, I would need to see a significant reduction in costs in a lot of the spending that they are doing. So more efficient operations of their business and potentially some significant changes in management. Because again, if nothing changes with the way that they're operating their business and potentially the people that are the ones making the decisions in their business right now, well, then nothing's going to change with their financials. And then at this point, nothing's going to change with their share price. So again, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the information and analysis that I provided for you guys in this video here. Again, if you did, make sure you guys hit that like button. Costs you nothing to do it, but it helps me a whole lot in spreading these videos out to as many people who actually want to learn. And again, if you never want to miss another video like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another one of these videos when they do get posted live. So guys, that's going to wrap it up here. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll have some videos out for you guys this weekend as well. But until next time, guys, I will see you. Peace.